The streets are bright, the sky is blue, but in my mind it's still night with you. I walk past the cafe we didn't go to, the bookstore that was already closed, the corner where you stopped to fix your hair in the glass. The day moves fast, but my steps slow down at every place the night left behind. The sunlight doesn't feel wrong, but it doesn't feel like ours either. It's too loud, too certain, too awake. I pass the river again, now green instead of black. The bridge is busier, the air warmer, but I still see your face in the ghost of the blue. Before dawn, I hear a car horn and think of the harbor, smell bread baking and think of 3:45 a.m. Every sound, every sin is a thread that pulls me back to the night. Every light of the day feels too bright, every sound too far from last night. And though the hours pull apart, I still keep you in my heart. Still night in my mind, even as the day unwinds. Every breath, every hue belongs to the night with you. If the sun can't understand, I'll hold the night in my hand. Ooh, still night in my mind, where love's easier to find. I close my eyes at the crosswalk, and the darkness comes back easy. Maybe tonight we'll write a new one. Another street, another hour, another quiet no one else can hear. But even if we don't, this one's enough to keep me moving through the day, carrying the weight of something beautiful that doesn't fade with the light. Every light of the day feels too bright, every sound too far from last night. Though the hours pull apart, I still keep you in my heart. Still night in my mind, even as the day unwinds. Every breath, every hue belongs to the night with you. If the sun can't understand, I'll hold the night in my hand. Ooh. The streets are bright, the sky is blue, but in my mind, still night with you. The air tastes of salt and diesel, a mix of ocean breath and the hum of sleeping ships. Somewhere out there, buoys blink red and green, the slow rhythm guiding no one tonight but us. You lean against the rusted railing, hair swaying with the breeze, and for a moment the world feels like it's paused in our hands. The water's black, only the harbor lights painted in streaks of gold and white. Each ripple carries a city's reflection, breaking it apart, then putting it back together again, just like we do. Behind us, warehouses sleep with their doors half open, stacks of crates like silent towers. You trace a circle on the railing with your fingertip, leaving behind a small patch of warmth on the cold steel. I watch the movement like it's the only thing happening in the night, even though the tide keeps rolling in, and somewhere a gull cries into the wind. You tell me the sound of the water feels different here, deeper, slower, like it carries secrets. I believe you. We walk along the dock, footsteps muffled by damp planks, the occasional hollow creak beneath our weight. A small fishing boat rocks lazily, its ropes groaning softly in their knots. The moon catches your profile just right, sharp enough to be dangerous, soft enough to be home. Oh, I wanna ask if you'd stay until morning, but the words are heavy and the night feels too light to weigh it down. Every light in the harbor calls us near, every shadow knows why we're here. And I could stay until the tides pulled every thought from my mind. Harbor lights keep us here, where the world feels quiet, clear. Every glow, every hue is just another way to see you. And if the dawn should cut the line, I'd still be yours in harbor time. Ooh, under the harbor lights, you're the only thing that's right. We stop at the very end of the pier, where the wood meets the open dock. The city is a crown of light behind us, but here the stars dare to show their faces. You point at one and make up a name, something ridiculous, something perfect. I pretend to disagree just so you'll argue, your voice rising and falling like the tide against the dock. And then you're quiet, watching the water instead. I tell you I like this version of us, no traffic, no noise, just the slow pulse of the harbor, and two people who forgot what time it is. You smile like you're keeping that thought for later, like it's something you'll replay when the night's over. Somewhere far out, a ship moves toward the horizon, its wake folded into the black. I wonder where it's going, if someone's leaning on its rail and thinking of the person they left behind. Oh, and I glance at you, and I know if you were on that ship, I'd be here every night until it came back. Every light in the harbor calls us near, every shadow knows why we're here. And I could stay until the tides pulled every thought from my mind. Harbor lights keep us here, where the world feels quiet, clear. Every glow, every hue is just another way to see you. And if the dawn should cut the line, I'd still be yours in harbor time. the sun finally climbs over the water and the city calls us back, I'll keep the salt in my hair, the wind in my chest, and the memory of you. It's just another way to see you. And if the dawn should cut the line, I'd still be yours in harbor time. The air tastes of salt and diesel, and somewhere the harbor lights still wait for us to return. The air is crisp, carrying the scent of wet pavement and warm street lights. Neon blinks slow, like the city is breathing in its sleep. Somewhere above the rooftops, the moon hangs low over 5th Street.
And you walking just ahead, turning every corner into something worth remembering.
The sidewalks are mostly empty now, sharp shuttered signs humming with leftover heat from the day. Your shadow stretches long across the crosswalk, and I match my steps to yours without thinking. A bus rumbles by, its windows full of strangers staring into their own nights. You glance back, hair catching in the glow of a diner's flickering sign, and smile like you've just let me in on a secret. We passed the bookstore we once got lost in,
the one with the creaky floors and the sleepy cat in the window.
You pointed out,
like you know I've been thinking about that afternoon. And suddenly the air feels heavier with memory, like the street itself remembers us too.
On 5th Street, the rhythm changes, the buildings grow taller, reflections of moonlight bending in glass and steel. A jazz trio spills out of an open bar door. You the trumpet brush snare, the kind of sound that makes you walk slower. You slip your arm through mine, and it's enough to turn the city into ours. We pass the old cinema, its marquee half-lit letters rearranged by the wind. You read it out loud in a voice like mischief, and I can't help laughing.
Moments like this don't feel borrowed, they feel owned, permanent, like they'll follow us home, no matter where that is.
If the world decided to fall asleep, I'd hold this street for us to keep. Every step, every light
pinned under the silver night.
Moon over 5th Street shining down. Every glance turns the world around. Every sign, every hue tells me you're already true. And if the dawn should break too soon, I'll still remember the moon over 5th Street with you. Ooh, side by side under the moon over 5th Street. The light changes, but we don't cross yet. Standing in the middle of the lane, like time times forgotten how to move.
The pavement's cool under my shoes, but your hand in mine is warm enough for both of us. We talk about nothing in particular, your neighbor's dog, the strange dream you had last week, how the city always smells different after rain. And yet somehow
every word feels like it belongs to a larger conversation we've been having for years without realizing. We stop outside the corner store, it's single bulbs swinging in the doorway. You buy a bottle of water, I buy a pack of gum, and it feels like the kind of errand you'd only run with someone who's become a part of you. As we turn toward the river, the street thins out, buildings replaced by the wide open sky. The moon's reflection ripples in the dark water, and you lean against the railing like you've done 100 times before. The city hum is softer here, broken only by the sound of waves against the pier. I take a mental photograph, your profile in silver light, the way your eyes seem to carry the whole night inside them. If the world decided to fall asleep, I'd hold this street for us to keep, every step, every lie pinned under the silver night. Moon over 5th Street, shining down, every glance turns the world around, every sign, every hue tells me you're already true. And if the dawn should break too soon, I'll still remember the moon over 5th Street with you. Ooh, side by side under the moon over 5th Street. And maybe years from now, I'll walk this street alone, but I'll still hear your voice, still feel your hand in mine. The city might change, but the moon won't forget, neither will I. Moon over 5th Street, shining down, every glance turns the world around, every sign, every hue tells me you're already true. And if the dawn should break too soon, I'll still remember the moon over 5th Street with you. The air is crisp, carrying the scent of wet pavement and warm street lights. And somewhere above the rooftops, the moon still hangs low over 5th Street. The clock on your phone reads 3:45, but the air feels timeless. We walk along a street so quiet, it could be anywhere in the world. Every window is dark, every storefront is asleep, except for the flicker of a lone street lamp that follows us like a ghost.
Your jacket's too thin for the cold, so I drape mine over your shoulders. You roll your eyes, but you don't give it back. We pass a row of parked bicycles, chains glistening with dew. You trail your fingers along the hand
smells faintly of bread from a bakery that will open in 2 hours. You say we should wait, I say we might as well. We sit on the steps of an old post office. Its stone columns keeping the night at bay. You rest your head against my arm and the weight feels right, like it's been there forever.
Cars pass once every 10 minutes, their headlights cutting through us and disappearing before we can blink.
You hum a song I don't recognize, but I decide not to ask. Some tunes are better left unnamed. Every minute feels like it's ours. Every street is full of stars, and I don't care if time's a lie. At 3:45, you and I. 3:45 a.m. The world belongs to us again. Every breath, every hue feels like something new. If the sun comes far too fast, we'll make this moment last. Ooh, 3:45 where we feel most alive. A cat crosses the street, stops to stare at us like it's guarding the hour.
You tell me you never liked mornings, and I say maybe that's why we belong in the night. We talk about everything and nothing, our voices low like we're afraid of waking the sky.
The first tint of blue appears far away, and you frown like the night's been stolen. Every minute feels like it's ours. Every street is full of stars, and I don't care if time's a lie. At 3:45, you and I.
3:45 a.m. The world belongs to us again. Every breath, every hue feels like something new. If the sun comes far too fast, we'll make this moment last. The hour fades, but your hand stays in mine.
The sky's not black anymore, but it's not morning either. That fragile blue between worlds hangs above the rooftops, and the air tastes like it's holding its breath. We walk slower now, like moving too fast might wake the day. Your steps are soft on the pavement, and I match them without thinking. Every street lamp looks tired, its glow fading as the sky brightens. We pass the river water, reflecting that pale, almost color. Not yet enough to call it day, but too much to call it night. You say this is your favorite time because it feels like you've stolen it. No one else is here, no one else sees it. It's ours. We stop at the bridge, but the light is warm. A contradiction we both understand. We don't rush home, even though the day is coming. You tuck your hair behind your ear, and I think maybe the sun should wait just for you. We walk until the blue fades to gold, but the stillness stays in my chest. Every shade between night and day, every breath we steal this way, feels like proof we've always known. We belong in the in-between, alone. Blue before dawn, the world's still drawn. Every glow, every hue belongs to me. If the sun comes and takes this view, I'll remember the blue before dawn with you. The day began, but I keep the blue for myself. The escalator hums in the hollow air, carrying us down to a station that feels abandoned by time. The walls echo every footstep, and the vending machines glow like lonely planets in a dark orbit.
We check the schedule out of habit, even though we already know the last train's long gone. You tilt your head and smile, like missing it was always part of the plan. We walk along the platform, our reflections moving in the glass of the waiting room.
A newspaper flutters under the benches, pages whispering secrets only the floor can hear. You tap on the yellow safety line with your shoe, counting each tile as if they're keeping score.
The overhead lights flicker, buzzing with the sound of staying awake too long. You lean against the column, hands in your pockets, eyes scanning the tunnel that swallows the tracks. I imagine a train emerging,
Its headlights cutting through the stillness, but the only thing that comes is the wind somewhere far away. A door slams in the station's empty heart, and we both look up like it might be calling us.
every echo feels like a song, every shadow says we belong in this place the world forgot, where we're the only ones it's got.
Empty station, our own creation. Every sound, every hue belongs to me and you. If the We sit on the cold bench, sharing a bottle of water from the vending machine. It tastes metallic, somehow right. You tell me a story from when you were a kid, about missing the bus and walking home in the rain. I tell you about sneaking into the station after hours, just to see how the world looked without trains. We laugh at how strange we were, and how we still are. The air shifts, and for a second it feels like the station itself is breathing. Every echo feels like a song. Every shadow says we belong in this place the world forgot, where we're the only ones that's got. Empty station, our own creation. Every sound, every hue belongs to me and you. If the morning tries to steal this space, we'll still keep its quiet face. The lights hum on, the track stays silent, and the night stays eyes. The bell above the door gives a tired ring, announcing us to a room that already knows how to wait. Fluorescent lights hum overhead, casting everything in pale yellow. The air smells of coffee, syrup, and a little bit like the past. We slide into a booth by the window, the vinyl seats cracked in all the right places. A waitress with half-closed eyes pours water into cloudy glasses, leaves us with menus we don't need. You already know I'll get the pancakes, I already know you'll get the fries, and somehow that's its own kind of love.
A couple of truckers sit at the counter, their voices low, laughing about something they'll forget by morning. The jukebox in the corner plays a song older than us, the kind that feels like it's been here forever.
You stir sugar into your coffee, watching it disappear like it's magic. I watch you, thinking maybe it is the rain from earlier still clings to your hair, and you smell like wet asphalt and warm. The waitress brings our food, plates steaming in the cool air. We eat slow, like there's nowhere else to be, because there isn't. Every sip, every bite feels like it belongs to the night, and I don't care if it's late. This is the place we celebrate. Late night dine, coffee and desire. Every laugh, every line tastes like you're already mine. If the morning tries to call, we'll let the night keep it all. Ooh, in the glow of the diner lights, you're my favorite sight. We share the last bite of pie, arguing playfully over who gets
brakes sighing like it's as tight as we are. We watch the driver unload crates of milk, like a scene we're not part of, but somehow still belongs to us.
Your foot brushes mine under the table, and I know we could sit here until the sun comes up, watching strangers wander in and out of our little bubble. Every sip, every bite feels like it belongs to the night, and I don't care if it's late. This is the place we celebrate.
Late night diner, coffee and desire. Every laugh, every line tastes like you're already mine.
If the morning tries to call, we'll let the night keep it on.
The bell above the door rings again, but I don't move, not while the coffee's warm and you're here.
The elevator doors open to silence, that hush you only find above the city. The air feels thinner here, and every light below spreads out like spilled gold. You step to the window without a word, and I follow, drawn by the way your reflection leans into the skyline. The glass is cool under my palm, vibrating faintly with the hum of the building. Far below, the traffic crawls like glowing threads, knitting and unknitting patterns in the dark. You point to the bridge in the distance, its cables strung like a harp against the sky. I like it better from here, you say, like you're admitting a secret. I watch the city reflected in your eyes, and for a moment I can't tell which view is brighter. Somewhere a red blinking light marks the tip of a tower, beating in time with the pulse in my chest.
The carpet is soft beneath us, but the city feels close enough to touch. You press your fingertips to the glass, tracing the outline of the street below, like you could follow it all the way home. We don't speak much, just let the silence stretch, filled with the quiet thrum of events and the distant echo of sirens. The world below looks slower from here, like even time needs to climb to reach us.
Every light feels softer now, every shadow knows somehow that in this velvet skyline view, the night belongs to me and you.
Velvet skyline, smooth and deep, hold
floor by the glass, sharing the last of your coffee. It's gone lukewarm, but I drink it anyway, because it tastes like the night. I tell you I could live up here in this room above the noise. You laugh, saying you'd miss the sound of footsteps, the way street lights hit the rain. But when you turn back to the skyline, I see the truth. You're not sure you'd ever leave. The city flickers, lights winking on and off like it's speaking a language only we can hear. And I think, if this is what the world looks like tonight, I don't need another view. Every light feels softer now. Every shadow knows somehow that in this velvet skyline view, the night belongs to me and you. Velvet skyline, smooth and deep, holding all the dreams we keep. Every glow, every hue, another way to fall for you. And if the dawn should take its turn, we'll keep this sight for when we The elevator doors will open again, but for now, the skyline is ours. It starts soft, a hush against the windows, like the city's telling everyone to sleep. The smell of wet asphalt rises, and neon lights smear into water, colored through the glass. You pull your hood over your head, but I can still see your smile reflected in the rain.
The streets are mostly empty now, just us and the sound of rain on metal awnings. Puddles catch the glow of red traffic lights, ripple with every drop, and I watch our shadows walk side by side in them. A cab splashes past, its tires carving silver lines into the street. You laugh when the spray catches my jeans, and I pretend to be annoyed just to hear you laugh again. We turn into an alley lit by a single lamp,
The kind of light that makes the air look golden. Even in the cold, you tilt your head back, eyes closed, letting the rain hit your face like it's telling you secrets.
We pass the bakery that's closed for the night, the scent of bread still clinging to the doorway.
You stop to wipe your glasses on your sleeve,
And I wait,
watching the rain beat on your shoulders.
I think about how quiet the
like it's been wrapped in a blanket just for us.
Even the crosswalk signal blinks slower, like it knows there's no rush tonight.
And there isn't, not when the city's this soft, not when you're here.
Every drop feels like it knows our name. Every street whispers just the same, that this moment's ours to keep. After midnight rain runs deep.
After midnight rain, the world feels brand new again. Every light, every hue becomes another shade of you. If the dawn should break the spell, I remember how it felt after midnight.
Just us in the rain. After midnight.
We stop under the overhang of a closed cafe.
Watching the drops dance in the glow of the street lamp. Your hand finds mine without looking, like it always knew the way.
We talk about nothing important. Your favorite book, the song stuck in your head. How the rain always makes the city feel like Paris. And in between the words, there's a silence I love. The kind that's full, not empty. The rain begins to slow, drops falling farther apart, like it's reluctant to leave us. You glance up, and I know I remember that look long after the streets are dry.
Every drop feels like it knows our name. Every street whispers just the same, that this moment's ours to keep. After midnight rain runs deep.
After midnight rain, the world feels brand new again. Every light, every hue becomes another shade of you. If the dawn should break the spell, I remember how it felt after midnight.
The streets shine like glass and we walk slow,
So the night won't end too soon. Curtains sway in the midnight air. The hum of the city is out there somewhere. Not too loud, not too near. Just enough to remind me you're not here. A sliver of moon paints silver lines across the hardwood floor. And I wonder if you're standing by your window too, tracing shadows like I do.
The coffee's gone lukewarm on the desk. Steam long faded, but I can still smell the rest. It's bitter like the taste of staying up too late, chasing the thoughts that won't dissipate.
I press my forehead to the cool glass pane and watch the raindrops race each other again. Out there, taxis cut the night in half. Headlights bending on every curve they pass.
I imagine your street, the way the lamppost spills that amber heat on the spot where you wait for me, hands hands in your pockets trying not to freeze. It's funny how distance can grow in hours, even when you're just a train ride away. And somehow the city feels much bigger when you're not here to make it small.
A siren wails somewhere far, not in danger, but not at peace. The sound climbs the wall, slips through the blinds like it's searching for someone to release. My reflection stares back, eyes a little tired, shadows under them like stories never retire. I try to picture your face in the frame, but the glass blurs. The rain shifts and you fade like the letters I almost wrote. I think about calling, not to talk, just to hear you breathing. But the hour's heavy and I'm not sure if your night is better left untouched. The streets glisten like they've been painted new, but here inside nothing changes but the clock. It ticks in small rebellions, marking the seconds I don't know what to do with.
Every street light feels colder now. Every sound's an echo somehow, and I keep searching through the midnight window for you.
Midnight window, show me a face, pull me back to that time and place. Every shadow, every hue reminds me I'm still lost in you.
If the night could bend the truth, I'd step right through to you.
Through the midnight window, I still see you. Through the midnight window, I watch the world in reverse. The rain stops, the glass clears, the coffee's hot again, and you're walking through the door, your coat dripping on the floor. But when I blink, it's just the glass and my own face staring back.
The neighbors upstairs are arguing again, muffled words that don't quite break the skin of the night. It makes me wonder, do they pause like I do when the silence becomes too loud?
Somewhere across the river, a ship horn calls like it's carrying messages, but it doesn't know where to send them. I lean my head against the frame, feel the cool seep into my skin.
The city isn't asleep, not really. It's just caught between breaths, holding still so the dark can pass without breaking. I try to match its patience, but every thought leads back to you. Your hands in mine on a night like this.
The way you trace idle shapes on my arm until my pulse caught them and kept them. I remember that one winter storm, how we stood at your window just to watch the snow pile up on empty cars and lost umbrellas. You said nights like that were meant for keeping, and I believed you, because the room felt like it belonged to no one but us. But now I'm here, and the snow's been traded for rain, the kind that leaves nothing behind when it stops. It's almost 3 a.m. now, the city lights have learned to yawn. I close my eyes, but every time I do, the dark folds into your shape. Maybe that's why I keep them open, so I can pretend the glass is a portal, and any second you'll be on the other side.
Every street light feels colder now. Every sound's an echo somehow, and I keep searching through the midnight window for you.
Midnight window, show me your face, pull me back to that time and place. Every shadow, every hue reminds me I'm still lost in you.
If the night could bend the truth, I'd step right through to you.
Through the midnight window.
Ooh, I still see you.
Through the midnight window. And maybe the morning will make me forget.
The curtains are thin enough to let the morning sneak in, but heavy enough to pretend it's still night. The air is warm with the quiet that only comes after hours of talking. You're half asleep, hair falling over your face, breathing slow in that rhythm that makes the room feel still. I watch the sunlight slide across the wall, touching the edge of the picture frame, then creeping toward the bed. The city outside is already awake, car horns in the distance, a bicycle bell, the shuffle of feet on the sidewalk. But in here we've pressed pause. You murmur something, half a dream, half a memory. I ask you to repeat it, but you're already drifting again. I trace shapes on your shoulder, circles, lines, like drawing a map no one else will see. The curtains move slightly with the breeze, letting in just enough light to paint your skin in gold. Whoa, I think about getting up, but the bed's gravity is stronger than the sun's. Every breath feels like it's made of glass, fragile, clear, letting time pass. But I don't want the hours to start. Here in the morning through the curtains with my heart. Morning through the curtains, hiding from the certain. Every shade, every hue belongs to me and you. If the day should pull us apart, I'll keep this light in my heart. Ooh, morning through the curtains, the world's still uncertain. Your head finds mine even in sleep, like it knows the way without you asking. I close my eyes just to match you, letting the sunlight fade behind them. Maybe when we open them again, it'll still be early, still be ours. The city can wait, the work, the calls, the endless turning of the day, they can all wait. Every breath feels like it's made of glass, fragile, clear, letting time pass. But I don't want the hours to start. Here in the morning through the curtains with my heart.
should pull us apart. I'll keep this light in my heart. Sun wins in the end, but not before I memorize you. The door closes behind us with a soft click, shutting out the restless city hum. Inside it's all dim light and warm air, a saxophone in the corner. Low voices like they're speaking only to the dark. We slip into a booth by the wall, leather cracked and familiar, like it's been waiting for us to come back. The menu's the same as last time, but you still take your time reading it, like each word's worth savoring. I'm not looking at the menu, I'm looking at the way your fingers trace the edge of the page, how your hair falls forward, how the light from the candle on our table turns your skin into something golden. The waitress comes and goes, leaving two glasses sweating in front of us. You stir yours slowly, ice cubes clinking like tiny bells. The band plays something that feels like an apology no one ever gave you. You listen without moving, eyes fixed somewhere just beyond me.
I wanna ask what you're thinking, but the quiet here feels too sacred to break. So I'll wait, letting the music do the talking for both of us. You take a sip, and I notice the way your lips press against the rim, how the glass fogs under your breath. Outside, headlights sweep past the window, casting brief shadows across your face. Every time they fade, I see you in the after image, a little softer, a little farther away. I tap my fingers against the table, trying to match the rhythm of the drummer's brushes, but my heart's playing its own much louder song.
And the night's too short to waste, so I memorize your taste. Every smile, every start, here in this quiet bar with my loud heart. Quiet bar, loud heart, where the love songs start. Every glance, every spark lights the dark. If the dawn should tear apart, I'll still keep my loud heart beating here in this quiet bar. Ooh, right from the start. Quiet bar, loud heart. A couple at the far end is laughing, their joy spilling out like it belongs to everyone. The bartender polishes a glass, watching the ice melt in the shaker. The world here moves slower, like every second's been stretched, just enough to make the night last longer.
You lean closer, rest your elbow on the table, and start telling me a story I've never heard. Your voice is low, like you're letting me in on something precious. Halfway through, you pause to take another sip, eyes flicking up to see if I'm still listening. And of course I am. I'm listening to every word, every breath.
something slower, the kind of tune that leaves space between the notes. You hum along under your breath, and it feels like the sounds meant only for me.
I think about how the night will end, us stepping back into the cool air, carrying this warmth on our skin. The city will still be out there, but it won't feel the same, because we'll leave part of ourselves here, in the low light, in the sound of melting ice, in the quiet bar where my loud heart first found its voice.
And the night's too short to waste, so I memorize your taste. Every smile, every start, here in this quiet bar with my loud heart. Quiet bar, loud heart, where the love songs start. Every glance, every spark lights the dark. If the dawn should tear apart, I'll still keep my loud heart beating here and in this quiet bar. Ooh, right from the start. Quiet bar, loud heart. And when the years roll over, when the songs have changed their names, I'll still hear the ice in your glass, still see your face in the candle flame.
Quiet, like the world's holding its breath, loud like my heart's never been before.
Quiet bar, loud heart, where the love songs start. Every glance, every spark lights the dark. If the dawn should tear apart, I'll still keep my